welcome back. Today's video is going to be a first impressions slash full day wear test review of the new CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir foundation. I think I saw this on Trendmood, but I haven't really seen anybody except Shades of Cassie talk about it or do a review on it. I didn't even know like what kind of foundation it was going to be, whether it was going to be natural or matte or dewy or full coverage. I had no clue. So the foundation itself says that it's lightweight, full coverage makeup, hydrates and includes an SPF 20, vitamins, and antioxidant. I would have to say, I think it does all those things. So if you want to see me apply the foundation and see like my first impressions and how it wears throughout the day, then keep on watching. So today I'm going to be testing out this CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir foundation. I have the shade 725 Buff Beige. I wanted this to be a first impression, but I tried to film this video the other day and my camera died and like everything went wrong. So I'm trying it again. I'm gonna wear it all day and I'll do some check-ins and see how I like it. So like I said, I have worn it before, so this isn't like my first impressions, it's my second impressions, similar. So I'm gonna start out with the primer that I know pretty much works with every foundation, and it's the Benefit Professional. And I got too much. I'm gonna put it everywhere I need it, which is mostly the center of my face. This isn't like super mattifying or anything, or like I don't think it's mattifying at all. So it's not gonna change like the finish of the foundation, but I never don't wear a primer. So it wouldn't be fair to this foundation to give it a test without a primer on, you know? Like, obviously it's not gonna wear as well as normal foundations because I don't have a primer on. So I'm gonna do the usual half my face with a sponge, half my face with a brush. I'm using the NYX sponge, I've been trying this out lately, and the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. This is the only foundation brush that I've ever really liked. Usually they're just kind of like streaky and I'm not a big fan of them, but this one I actually like. So I'm gonna pump it out on the back of my hand. It's actually a pretty good shade match. It's like kind of warm toned, but not too warm. It's like a normal. I just love this brush. I literally never ever put my foundation on with brushes before. I never found a brush that didn't like, you know, just streak. One layer, it actually has really good coverage and it's pretty thin. Like it's not like a super cakey foundation. I have a feeling that the Beauty Blender or blender is going to be better, but it's not streaky or anything. And that's one good layer. Okay, so now going in on the other side. And the shade does look a touch light, but I found the first time that I wore it that it oxidized just a little bit and it made it like a little bit better match. Yeah, I think I like the sponge better, although it looks like it has less coverage and I'm like using up more product, but it's drugstore. I think it's $12.99. I think this foundation is $12.99, so I'm not quite as concerned about like using a lot of product. I'm gonna go in not with like a full second layer, but I'm just gonna go over the places, especially on the Beauty Blender side or the blender side, where I feel like it didn't quite get as much coverage. I'm going to use this brush to just run it. I like using brushes for this part. I just feel like it gets the job done quicker and it's just a little bit easier and I don't really need full coverage. Alright, so that's just the foundation. It's not flat, like it's not a flat finish, but it's not overly dewy. Like you can see when I turn my head, there's like a little bit of a shine to it, but it doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel like overly dewy. It's not drying super quickly. But it has pretty good coverage and it doesn't feel like anything. It looks pretty good. So I'm going to go finish the rest of my makeup and I will be back after I'm done that and we'll kind of go from there. So I finished up the rest of my makeup and this is what it looks like. I tried not to do like too much different than what I would normally do. I did set it because I always set my face. Like I pretty much never wear foundation without setting it, so that would be unfair. So I set it just using my regular Coty Airspun powder. It's just a very like normal powder for me. I put on a liquid highlighter and everything else is just normal. So I love this foundation. The first time I put it on, I had a few application errors. I just kind of found that it was a little splotchy in places, but I love this. I am so impressed It feels like nothing. Like, it doesn't feel heavy at all. It dried down. It's pretty much like as full coverage as foundations ever are on me, and I didn't really build it up. Like, I just did one layer. It looks pretty matte. I mean, like, yes, I set it with a powder, but it wasn't overly dewy before, and it feels really good. It's not sinking into any lines or anything. So I really like this. I'm gonna go to work, and you guys can follow me around my day. I'm also going to see Guardians of the Galaxy tonight. I'm so excited. So follow me around. I'll be recording on my phone, and we'll see how this works throughout the day. Hey guys, so it's about 2 o'clock. So it's been like 2 hours since I put on the foundation, and this is a close-up. I'm like trying to drive so you're not seeing the front of my face. It looks really good. This is one of the best foundations I've ever used as far as like how it makes my skin look. I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like it really just sits well on my skin, does a good job of like hiding my pores. It's a good color match. Everything goes on top of it well. Right now it's feeling a little heavy because I did use Coty Airspun, which is a fairly heavy powder. So that's going to make it a little bit heavier, but I love this foundation. It's been 2 hours. I'm not creasing at all in my smile lines, which I always crease there, and usually within the first couple hours, so that's really good. And it just looks flawless. Like, look at my pores. My nose is poreless, literally. I love my makeup today. I'm going out to see a movie tonight, so I kind of like overdid my makeup for it being 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But it has to last until like 8:30, so I just did it now. And yeah, I'll check in with you guys probably after work, so in like 3 or 4 more hours. Just got done work, and it's 5:20, so this foundation has been on for about 5 hours, 5-ish, a little over 5 hours, and my eyes look crazy. Like, I look like I got punched in the eye. My lips are all crazy. My hair looks crazy, but the foundation looks so good still. I don't need to blot at all. Like, my oils are not coming through more than just like a natural glow. Like, it looks, sorry, I just went over train tracks. It looks a little bit more oily than it did when I first put it on, but like, I still wouldn't blot this. Like, I would just leave this and let it go. The only thing I am gonna do is take a beauty blender to my smile lines when I get home, but it looks so good. Look at that. This is 5 hours. I don't know why my kids don't tell me when I get this line on my lips. Like, I think that's really selfish of them. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna head down to Jay's. I'll check in again at like 8 o'clock probably. Let me get a little close up. So you can see the smile lines a little bit. But like, look around my nose. It's not breaking up. Not breaking up on my forehead. So I'll check in again around 8. Probably when I'm on my way to Jay's, and then one more at the end of the night. So it's now about 6 o'clock, and I just got home from work, so it's been about 6 hours since I put on, probably about 6:30 by now. It's been about 6 hours since I put on the makeup. So it looks really good. There's a little bit of creasing in my smile lines, but honestly, like, way less than what normally happens, so that's like blowing my mind. It's rubbed off a little bit on my nose. That's also pretty normal. My nose is fairly runny this time of year, but like, I'm not oily at all. And I did not use a mattifying primer. There's a little bit right in there I'll probably blot. It's not broken up and stop, Puddin', just lay down. It's not broken up anywhere. It looks so good. So I'm gonna get ready for my date tonight. Jay and I are going to see Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm gonna kind of like nighttime up my makeup and kind of blot everything, and I'll be right back to show you what it looks like before I go out. I'm not gonna like add anything. I just want to touch up like my smile lines and all, and I'll be back. So I just finished touching up my face. All I did was I blotted my face. There was like no oil on my face. I touched up. I just use a wet beauty blender to kind of like pounce out my smile lines. Added a little bit of powder. Added a lot more highlight. I put on one of the Stila sparkles on my eyelids. I know I'm just going to the movies, but I haven't seen Jay in a while, and I always just like to look my best, you know? Like, I never just want to be comfortable, you know, just like not trying around him. So that's what I did. I touched up my lips with the Tarte lipstick and the Sephora lip gloss. I love this combination. Like, these two together, fire. Oh, this is it. Satin Sheets. No, Smoldering Satin. Satin Cheeks would be a good name though. So yeah, this is my going out look. You can see what it looks like now with like such minimal touch up. It looks like I just put it on, which blows my mind. Like usually when I'm doing things like this and going out after I've done my makeup, I never feel like it looks good. Like I'll touch it up and it just never looks good, but this looks like I just put it on, which is blowing my mind. I am breaking out a little bit though. Like these weren't here before. I will continue to check in with you guys. It's probably about 7 o'clock now. I'm gonna head down to Jay's and see a movie, and I'll check in probably after the movie. I think this will be good until after the movie. It's midnight now. I just got home from the movie and I have glitter all over my face because I cried. It was so good. This is the first time this Stila glitter has like given me fallout. But let's look at the foundation, shall we? So I'm up close and personal. It has gotten a little bit heavier looking than it was when I first put it on, especially kind of like in these areas. My smile lines are still not as bad as they could be. It definitely looks like a worn foundation, but this is 12 hours of wear. I would still leave the house like this, so it's really not that bad. Like I said, it does look heavy kind of like in the cheek area, the chin area, but it's not gone from anywhere. You know what I mean? Like it hasn't broken up. It hasn't like disappeared or rubbed off anywhere. It's just a little heavy looking. So I give this foundation like 18 thumbs up. I love it. I'm gonna keep wearing it. I'm really excited to kind of play with it with like mattifying foundations and see how it wears. It's really awesome. I love it. I highly recommend it. I don't know how it would be if you have like more dry skin. I think you would be okay because it didn't go on too dry. Just I like wouldn't set it. But I highly recommend this. I give it 2 thumbs up. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you try out this foundation or if you have tried out this foundation, whether or not you like it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys next time.